Everybody, I'm back with my part 2 of my original Xbox games collection, and without any further delay, let's get straight into the games. Alright, we're on M, and so we got Mad Dash Racing, a sort of a cartoony type character-based racing game. And then we got a card game, Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds. Obviously, I don't think it actually involves any card playing elements. I think it's more of a fantasy type game. Looks like a fantasy type battle game by Atari. And this is another game by Rockstar. Manhunt. I think this came out on the PS2 as well, I believe. But it's a classy game by Rockstar, so that's why I have it. This game is playing in the background, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's not an exclusive by any means. It's also on obviously a PS2, and they brought out an HD remaster of it on the PS3 and Xbox 360. So the value of this game has come down a lot because of that, but it's still a classy game all the same. So it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Okay, this is definitely exclusive to the Xbox. Mech Assault, another mech game, and Mech Assault 2, Lone Wolf. Okay, another fantasy type game, Memwick, The Apprentice Knight. Not too sure what reviews are like on that game. I've never played it. Okay, this is a nice Sierra shooter, Sierra war game. Men of Valor. Again, exclusive to the Xbox. And then there's another sci-fi type fighting game, and that is Metal Dungeon. So I think it's like a dungeon crawler, but based in the future. Okay, I have here a Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. It's just in the collection. I think this came out on the PS2 as well, didn't it? So it's not exclusive, I don't think. But it's just for in the collection it is. Okay, these are some Metal Slug games. Metal Slug 3. I can't remember on top of my head whether or not these came out on the PS2. They might have done. But Metal Slugs are classy games, so that's probably why I got them. And Metal Slug 4. Okay, this is a nice wacky type racing game set in more urban areas like Paris and stuff. It's Midtown Madness 3. A lot of fun, that game. Okay, there's a few exclusive MotoGP games. So it's MotoGP Ultimate Racing Technology, THQ game. And then there's the second one. And the third one. So I think these are pretty much exclusive to the Xbox. Okay, this game is exclusive to the Xbox, but it did not come in the PAL territories. It came out in America on NTSC, and that is Myst 4 Revelation. Like I said, I'm not going for a complete NTSC exclusive collection, but I am collecting all the Myst games, so that's why I've got this one. And obviously I can play out on my soft modded Xbox. Okay, this is a made by Midway Games. It's a updated version of a classic Narc, which is a lot of fun on the Mega Drive, I believe. I think it was. And this is the updated version. I'm not sure if that's any good or not, but the original's classic. And then there's some basketball games that are exclusive to the system. So we've got NBA Inside Drive 2002. (2003) and last but not least 2004. Okay, I've got all the Need for Speed games here. Some of these also came out on the PS2. Some did not, but the reason I got these because I do love Need for Speed, so I get them on all the system and everything else, and this is one of my favourite games. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Given the choice, I will play the Xbox 360 version of this, of course, because it's updated graphics, but that's the Xbox one. And Underground. That did come out on the PS2, as did Need for Speed Underground 2. But I don't think this one came out. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I think that is a Xbox exclusive. Okay, this game I know came out on the GameCube, because I've seen it on the GameCube, but it did not come out on the PS2. And that is Neighbours from Hell. And a sort of Chinese mythology type fighting game. It's called New Legends by THQ. Alright, there was also a few NFL exclusive games on the Xbox. So there's NFL Fever 2003. (2004). And then there was a hockey game, NHL Rivals 2004. Okay, a magical sci-fi action game. I don't think it's RPG, but it's Nightcaster. Defeat the Darkness. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of damage to the packaging, you can see there on that one. And the sequel, Nightcaster 2 Equinox. And then we have the classic Ninja Gaiden, or Gaiden, whichever way you pronounce it. And Ninja Gaiden Black. Now, this, as far as I can tell, this only came out as a classics packaging, and I can't see any copies elsewhere without the packaging. So, unless I'm mistaken, that only came out as the classics. A bit like the Fable game, one of the Lost Chapters. Okay. Moving on to those. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. Then Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Got to get into those, I've got to play those at some point. Okay, another shooter game, Operation Flashpoint Elite. And a classic Sega Outrun 2. This version is exclusive to Xbox, although there was another one for PS2 which is a little bit different, I believe. Okay, there's a couple of games which are a bit similar to Monster Hunter, and that is Otogi Myth of Demons. And then Otogi 2 Immortal Warrior. Warriors. Both for Sega. Okay, this game, it's been updated and released again on the PS3. But this is the original Xbox One, and it's loads of fun. It's you play like a bit like Ash out of Evil Dead Cut character, going around fighting lots of demons and nasties, and it's an uncommon game. It's Painkiller Hell Wars. Okay, one Panzer Dragoon game came out on the system, and that was Panzer Dragoon Auto. Quite a good version actually. Obviously it's a different game to the ones that came out on the Saturn, and it's a lot cheaper, but yeah, well worth picking up if you see it. This one is it's a shooter. Involves I think you have some sort of, I'm not sure you have some sort of psychic abilities in this one or not, but it's Pariah. And then there's Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2. Okay, another game, mech game, Phantom Crash. So there's quite a few mech games on the Xbox. Okay, this is by Bethesda, who bought us obviously Elder Scrolls and Skyrim and all that, and this is their take on Pirates of the Caribbean. So it's somewhat superior than the other Pirates of the Caribbean games that came out with the films. So this is the one to go for if you see it. And then I think this game did come out on a PS2, and I have it on PS2, but me being an Aliens and Predator fan, I've got it. It's by Sierra, and it is Predator Concrete Jungle. Okay, we have a Capcom fishing game, believe it or not, and that is Procast Sport Fishing Game. I haven't given it a go yet, so I don't know if it's any good, but it's Capcom, so got to pick it up. Right, this is one of the classic racing games on the Xbox, Project Gotham Racing, and the sequel. Okay, these games are called, well, this game is called Fatal Frame in the States, but it did come out on in PAL territories. That's Project Zero. I've got all these on the PS2, but this one was exclusive to the Xbox, and that is Project Zero 2 Director's Cut. So this one is slightly different to the one that we got on the PS2. Okay, this is some sort of Wipeout inspired game. I don't think it's any good or not, and it's quite common. It is Quantum Redshift. Right, this one's called Racing Evil Zone or whatever, Evil Zone or Evil Xeon. Yeah, I'm not sure what this one's about. It's a Atari racing game, so I'm not sure it's any good or not. Okay, Rally Sport Challenge, and the sequel, Rally Sport Challenge 2, exclusive again. Okay, this game was produced by Majesco, and it's another cartoony type action game, and that is Raises Hell. I'm not sure it's trying to be like Banjo-Tooie or what. Okay, this game, you may think, oh, that's on the PS2. Well, there's a slightly different version on the PS2 compared to this one. It's got a slightly different name. This is Return to Castle Wolfenstein Tides of War. The PS2 version does have a slightly different name, and it has it is a slightly different game. There's a few differences there is. But I can't tell you what they are off the top of my head, but it is a different game. So really, if you like Castle Wolfenstein, you do need to have these on both the Xbox and the PS2 because they are a bit different. When I first got that, I didn't realise that. So when I was buying a PS2, I ended up selling my Xbox version until I did a bit more research into it, and then I thought, oh bugger, I should have kept that. And mind you, that was a few years back, so I had to rebuy that in the end. Easy mistake to make. Okay, this one is, looks better than it actually might be, I don't know. By TDK, and it's a Seablade. You fly some sort of flying hover spaceship type vehicle, I'm not too sure. But it doesn't look too bad actually. I'm not sure what a few reviews are. Okay, this is Sega GT Online. Unfortunately, it is a slightly beaten up copy, but it's again, it's not the most common game you see out and about. So, and to be honest, it's only Sega GT, so that's probably why I'm not too fussed about that one. And Sega GT 2002. Alright, these games are a load of fun. You got your Serious Sam. I think this may be on the PS2 as well. And this is Serious Sam 2, but it is online enabled, so I think, not sure the PS2 version is or not. Not that you can go online these days anymore. Okay, another Atari shooter. This is Shadow Ops Red Mercury. Okay, this is not exclusive to a system. I just got it because it's sort of Sonic-y. It's Shadow the Hedgehog. It's in a cheap pickup, so that's the only reason why I've got it. Right, so I know you can get it on the PS2. Okay, so you got your by 2K Games Shattered Union. Some sort of tactical game. You have this on the Dreamcast and also on the Xbox. Shenmue 2. This includes a special DVD as well. Quite minty. And then there's Sid Meier's Pirates Live for Life. As you know, Sid Meier's also brought us out with Civilization games. Okay, this game, I think you would have bought it with a light gun rifle. I actually do have that light gun on the PS2. I've got a pick because I've got these games on the PS2 as well. But this is the Xbox version, Silent Scope Complete, and I kept a price label because see how much it was originally with a rifle. Loads of money, about £60. So just out of curiosity value, I've kept that label on there, to be honest, really. Well, I do have other Xbox light guns, so I can easily use that if I wanted to, but I'll probably play it on PS2 anyway. Right, I've got some Silent Hill games. We've got Silent Hill 2, which also came out on the PS2. And Silent Hill 4. And you may ask, what happened to Silent Hill 3? Well, it didn't come out on the original Xbox, it was exclusive to a PS2. Got to have Silent Hill games, haven't you, on all the systems. Okay, Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix. Another exclusive Xbox game, shooter by Activision. Going through this collection, I realised I had a few doubles I did. So if anyone's after, wanting to build up a PAL Xbox collection and you're after a few games, or you're missing some, just drop me a line, let me know what you're missing. I might have one or two titles that you might be interested in, and we can do a trade or whatever. But anyway, I digress. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I think this came out on the PS2. I don't think there's any differences between the two. I've got this just to have a bit more Sonic on the Xbox, really. Okay, this game, Soul Calibur 2. This also came out on the PS2 and GameCube, and it's worth picking up all versions because you have different additional characters. On the PS2 version you have another Tekken character, I believe, and on the GameCube you can play as Link. Here you can play as Spawn. Okay guys, that will do for the part 2 of my original Xbox collection, and until my part 3 video, bye!